Alright guys, we are back. Got game 2 in Izu taking on PI, round of 8 of Gold Division Cycle 5. Currently, Prime Icarus up 1-0 after a 33 minute victory in game 1. That's, in some ways, I would say they were handed. In other ways, I suppose they just didn't fuck up and let Izu fuck up and were like, alright. We'll fuck up less, and then that means we win the game. First Bank of Elephant, followed up by Swift Blade, so pretty standard so far. We'll see if there's anything weird after taking out the Kraken as well. Nothing crazy right off the bat. What was the weird band from last? Rhapsody. That wasn't really a weird band, it was just a strange, but I don't see that too much anymore.
Right.
Was there another weird band? I don't remember. Parasite gonna get banned out as well. I feel like there were two weird bands.
I'm surprised Izzy didn't ban Parasite in the first round of the last game. I mean, literally, whenever it's failed, the guy picks it up 100% of the time.
Yep. Well done, Znawi, recognizing a Bill Hicks quote.
Yes, shout out to Znawi, good job. I was hoping somebody would notice. Bill Hicks,
yeah.
Anyway.
I gotta say, not that big a Bill Hicks fan.
Get the fuck out of here, Quincy.
I know. Love MJK, love Tool. And
what
I know
like
they were really
Hicks?
huge. Like, he's kind of funny, I'm just not really. I have the same problem with, well, okay, I have a similar problem with him as I do with, like, later career George Carlin. I don't consider comedy standing on a stage and yelling about shit. Like, at some point you have to be funny.
Right. I think he portrayed it in a funny light. I think
he was occasionally funny. I just don't think he was consistently funny.
I think that my favorite comedy from past experience is the type of comedy that can make you realize just how ridiculous a lot of normal, real-life things actually are. And I think Bill Hicks was fantastic at exploiting those type of things. I think Joe Rogan's very good at it. Joey Diaz, a number of more. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Richard Pryor and a bunch of comedians with, like, just, like, they're not serious jokes. They're very fucking hilarious, but it's not, like, the kind that inspires you to think about what they're actually saying as far as their philosophies are concerned and whatnot. But, I don't know. There's not as much depth in that comedy.
Yeah. I think the first priority of a comedian is to be funny. If you can work in the depth, that's great. But there are a fair number of comedians I just don't find. Like, I don't think Richard Pryor's all that funny. I don't think Eddie Murphy's stand-up was that good. I love stand-up comedy, but I have some apparently odd tastes. Like, who's my favorite comedian? Probably Eddie Izzard.
Eddie Izzard's phenomenal.
He's amazing. That
Dressed in drag, English. Yeah, I've seen some of his DVDs.
Jim Gaffigan's up on the list. Mitch Hedberg's great. I really like Anthony Jeselnik for about 10 minutes, and then I'm like, I get it.
You only like him because the first half his last name is Jizz. It's okay.
How come none of them are playing this game? This would be a much better game. We wouldn't even watch, we just wait for the all chat. It'd be fantastic. Anyway.
If Rogan played this game, life would be complete.
You know, people keep telling me how funny Joe Rogan is, and I've just never taken the time to actually go find his comedy. I just don't care. I don't know why.
You won't trust me? I'm a huge fan of his podcast, and when I went to see his show, I didn't go there with huge expectations. So I just wanted to see him live because I'm a huge fan of his podcast and what he's done in the MMA, stuff like that. But I got there, and my friend and I laughed our fucking asses off for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal, man. Like, I completely underrated him.
No, I've heard similar stuff from a lot of people saying he's just amazingly hilarious, which is not really in keeping with his entire image. Like, he has a sort of... He's not really known super well as a comedian, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I've just never actually tried to go find his comedy, because I don't really care that much.
Well, you live in California, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he does a lot of shows in Cali. I mean, you'll have a hard time not finding a show of his somewhere out there anytime soon. So I would recommend going to one of his shows. You will not regret it. I can guarantee you that much.
I generally don't do live stuff. It's too much hassle.
You don't do what stuff?
I generally don't do live things. I've been to one concert my entire life. It was mediocre.
What concert?
It was a Green Day concert.
Okay, that's why. Have you been to a Tool concert? No, you haven't.
I haven't. Well, Tool's never freaking touring. I'm not even sure if I'd want to go to a Tool concert.
Dude. The last Tool concert I went to was about 9 months ago,
Look,
and it was one of the best experiences of my life.
it's
It
a
was.
whole bunch of sweaty people really close together. I don't want to sit.
You're assuming all these things, but that's not the
I
case,
know.
man. Like, it was like a beautiful vibe in that huge arena. Like, it was just, everybody was so friendly. The music was beyond anything you can possibly imagine. It was,
I've heard all of Tool's music. I can imagine it pretty well.
no, man, the
I've heard
live
all
vibe.
of Tool's
Oh,
music.
uh,
Fucking release another album again, Tool. God damn it! You keep telling us, oh, the music's done. We're waiting on the lyrics. Oh, there's a problem because we're doing with other shit. I don't care. Get a fucking album done. Anyway. Pick that Rhapsody, Bubbles, Tempest, Magnus, Torture, Ophelia. That's fine. You guys can see that. Who gives a shit about the game? I banned out Moon Queen and Dark Lady. Slavsky taking out Wretched Hag, so Legion side recognizing Hellborn do not have a short lane hero, and Hellborn recognizing that's probably the case for Legion Team 2. So let's go ahead and just ban stuff that we both need, I guess. Oh god, Ravener ban.
jeez.
Really? Does Certus even play Ravener? I would assume it would be him, because they probably got mid Magnus. I guess the File plays a Suicide Magnus, actually, so I guess it could be a mid Rav, but I don't like that. I don't like Ravener at all. He's 1-9 in Diamond Boys, for a reason.
Yeah, he's not a strong hero.
Not a good hero. Drunken
No
Master,
mobility.
26% win rate. Stop fucking picking Drunken Master.
See, I don't understand that because when DM first was released, he did phenomenally well.
Okay, that's the thing. That might be true. I don't remember. I probably could go back and look. I have stats going back like 6 or 7 months now, back to the HoN Tour playoffs. It might be true, but A, things change, and B, the whole reason statistics are valuable is because people's memories are really, really, really bad. There are all sorts of ways that your brain just like makes shit up and convinces you that that's what happened and that's what you remember.
Sounds like female logic, Quincy.
Like, okay, fine. I don't care. I'm just saying, like, it's interesting to me because there's ways you can like convince people about this. They did some study about 30% of people. You can convince them that something happened to them that didn't, and they'll remember it. So if you say when you were a kid, I think they did this experiment. They said like you got lost in a department store and you couldn't find your mom and she was really scared and stuff like that. So a pretty general experience that a lot of people probably have had, and like, but they'll just make up stuff and then the people will remember shit that didn't happen to them. Like, that never happened to them.
I feel like you're naming the plot from Inception. Is that what you're doing here?
Okay, yeah, but without Christian Bale, or not Christian Bale, without Christopher Nolan.
Right. Speaking of which, Quincy, you need to go watch Interstellar.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I haven't been in the movies in a while.
Beaver Banger went and saw it tonight. I liked it a lot.
Good stuff.
Shout out to Beaver Banger. I owe you one for the last million that you've given me. Okay, let's back to the game though.
I think I think
Izu has a much stronger team.
Do you think? No, I don't. I think PI has a strong. Do you think PI is pushing?
PI is definitely gonna push. I mean, look at that push potential, man. That's insane. That is insane.
You think they're pushing? I think they might be running a push lineup here. What about you?
Look at the team fight on Izu. Look at that. That is.
It's not bad. It's good. It's
picture perfect. I don't even. That is a beautiful team.
I mean, honestly, as far as anti-push lineups go, this isn't a bad one.
Yeah, Rhapsody, Bubbles, Mirage. Yeah, I like it.
Tempest. I mean, it's not a bad way to stop the push.
Right.
So.
But yeah, that push presence. If they don't know how to counter that push presence, they are fucked. Like 100%.
If they do, PI are fucked. Like.
Yeah.
PI is entirely in on this push.
The top 3 heroes on PI, okay, but Soul Reaper and Keeper, how often do we see those heroes?
Keeper a fair bit.
Okay, Soul Reaper then.
Soul Reaper we don't see very often. We see Keeper actually quite a lot, especially in the last couple of cycles.
I actually love Soul Reaper. I love the hero.
Almost none in. I really don't like Soul Reaper.
Oh, he's so much fun.
He doesn't do any damage.
What? Are you crazy?
He just doesn't. Like, I know about the ultimate, I understand that. He doesn't do damage.
Oh, it's all about judgment and the withering presence, man. That's where the damage. You're crazy. Certus, I want you to prove Quincy wrong this game. I hope you hear me.
In the past, when I was saying Rhapsody's the worst support versus Bush. Well, you know what, Zowie? If you want us to consider your opinion, you have to be on a fucking cast.
Anthos transcend.
Shut up.
That's what you don't understand. Oh?
Bubbles? Bubbles is fine.
Nope.
Bubbles is fine. They have one stun, and it's a chain reaction, which is gonna hit, but he's still got a shell strike. Yeah, he's fine.
Is that a new silhouette alt avatar, by the way?
Is it the main act, the dark green one? Yep. The last time it was dark green, probably playing it, which is why it was dark green. But yes, this is the main act alt avatar. Apparently, it's impossible to tell when she uses her Death Lotus, because it's like look how dark it is. So especially if you're on the Hellborn side, it's really, really hard to tell that it's around her.
Interesting. Yeah, it's beneficial in a lot of ways for her anyway. I hate versing that hero.
I enjoy playing Cell. It's one of the few carries I play really well, especially considering how difficult she is.
Yeah. Soul Reaper got Inhuman Nature first. I think that's a great idea. A lot of people overlook that when they do play that hero.
That's good.
You'll have some mana charges built up for when you hit level 2, if you're getting last hits.
Are you thinking 2 rings or 3 rings on this team? Rings of Sorcery.
That's a tough decision.
I think you gotta go at least 2.
I'd just like to see 1, man. I mean, Certus is gonna... Here's why. Certus is gonna get good farm, ideally. And if he does, you'll have plenty of creep kills, you'll farm the jungle, and you'll have plenty of charges on Inhuman Nature at all times, which is all the mana that this Hellborn team will need. But I would like to see a mana ring on Keeper. I mean, I want to know Philly wouldn't be bad either, but I think if she rushes the Astrolabe first, I think it'd be better.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a first item ring, but right. I think you could see ring on at least 2 of Oath, Soul Reaper, and Keeper, and I think maybe the last one goes first item Astrolabe.
Yeah, I think that if Ophelia rushes an Astrolabe after her red boots, they're gonna get a couple towers down very quickly.
Soul Reaper could get it too. There's no reason why that couldn't happen. Are you massively ahead of me? I'm at 145, 145, and then we'll jump on the Meraxes. He's dead. 148, 149, 150, 151, 152.
I think your computer might be lagging a bit tonight.
54. Yeah, it's been on all day.
Oh well.
And sometimes post-load it has some issues. It's a 4-year-old computer. 4.5. It's a good boy.
Yeah. I have no problem with Soul Reaper getting a mana ring, as long as it's a temporary mana ring into an icon, because icon is insane on that hero. But a permanent mana ring, no. Definitely not.
I think they need at least 2. Because that's going to mean Soul Reaper can literally just constantly spam Judgment.
He should be able to do that anyway with his 3rd ability and 1 mana ring.
Maybe. It's going to mean Torturer can constantly spam his abilities, Keeper never has issues with mana. I think because of the AoE effect, if you're going to group up and push early, which they're going to do, and they can jump on Meraxes once again. Chain reactions also going to go through. Meraxes might be a little bit too tanky for this, yeah. Right, he's got some rocks to show you, man. I love that.
What is that in reference to? I don't understand.
I don't know. He's got some.
I think it's great.
Who gives a fuck? He's got some rocks to show you. And they can jump on him once again. This is going to be actually a kill. They were really persistent about that.
Does he mean like mineral rocks? Like crack rocks?
Stop it. Just stop.
Is it a Meraxes drug dealer?
Just stop it. He's got some rocks to show you. Wait.
I feel
just
like
wait.
this.
Are you waiting? Good. He's got some rocks to show you.
I feel like he's like a shady. Like you don't see his face. His avatar has no face. He's like a shady like.
Stop questioning him. Just look.
Street corner.
It's not complicated. You just gotta wait, because he's got some rocks to show you.
I don't want to buy any crack.
That's okay.
Like
look, you're reading way too much into this. All right, it's very simple. Just wait. He's got some rocks to show you.
What is this? What is going on?
There are very few unit acknowledgements or commands and stuff that I love a lot. The Baker Balfagor Death is fantastic. And actually a fair bit of the unit acknowledgements on that alt-tab are great. There was one from Axis, yeah, Bubbles is dead. I was watching that the whole time, that's fine.
I think
actually playing the Ophelia.
Yeah, File's got
Shortman's playing the Suicide Keeper. Shortman plays Ophelia, so he hates playing Ophelia, he told me that. But he does play Ophelia, so this is a bit interesting. He will just invis himself. He did get his mana pot knocked off, and Deathload is actually doing a lot of damage to him. But it's not going to be enough. It looks like FJ is, no, just kills the creeps. It's fine. Can wait for the creep wave, and continues to duck in and out. And middle lane actually, meantime, maybe chase on Torture, Haster and up on Meraxis. He's going to be able to get away. No! Nice stun from Slaskadrets, and that will finish him off.
I gotta say, yeah, Slaskadret's playing very well. Almost 500 GPM, 4 minutes in, but yeah, he had a top 5 play as Magnus, so maybe not even a week ago.
There you go. Speaking
it might have been this game. I actually think it was this game. Oh, so maybe we'll see something.
I don't think so. I remember what you're talking about, but I don't think it was this game. I think it was a pub game because I remember looking at the opposing teams' names and not recognizing any of them.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know. I mean, you could be right. My gut reaction is that that's not the case. Mostly because you said it, so it's probably not true.
I agree with that one.
You think Meraxis has some rocks to show them? I think they do. I think it is.
I'm surprised he hasn't sold out yet.
I'm waiting, Meraxis, for you to show them the rocks.
That Magnus avatar looks like he might smoke some rocks, you know what I'm saying?
Well, he's definitely got some problems. When he dies, he yells about how close his freedom was, which in many cases is not the case.
Freedom from crack addiction, maybe?
He always wants to be free in general.
It's gotta be a crack addiction, it's gotta be it. Maybe jail time, maybe he's an inmate and he's released. I mean, possibly.
Okay, let's just say let's make a note. His ultimate is the ice flows freely. Ice?
Meth.
Euphemism?
Yes.
Yep,
yes.
There it is.
It makes sense. Okay, so this Magnus Alt avatar is a drug addict.
Clearly.
You heard it here first.
And I mean, you listen to him talk, and he's kind of got a raspy voice.
Cigarette smoker too.
Right? Probably, or just general drug smoking problems.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's now confirming it was a pub game. All top plays are from pub games where opponents were on stacking up and getting dumped on. Yeah, that's pretty true. There's a lot of the top 5 plays that are basically just like, you look at the levels and you're like, okay, yeah, but that guy's like 6 levels higher than the other guy.
Right.
So he probably was just destroying him, and the GPM difference was pretty insane. I mean, some of the plays, like, they're impressive how quickly people can react to stuff, but it's not always the best. Anyway, bottom line, they're going to jump onto Silhouette, and he does not have an ultimate, so a real easy kill. And apparently they didn't realize that Slaskadret was missing from middle for like 6 years, because he was.
Blessing.
Anyway, top lane, they're going to start pushing here. Ophelia has shown up, level 6 only, so only 2 creeps, but looking like that Judgment is doing a lot of work, and that tower really has a hard-on for the Vagabond leader, actually getting killed. It's not going to stop the fact that this tower is still dead, but they're going to drop Port as well as a Glyph. Again, still going to be a dead tower. It's not going to make a difference.
The Hellborn had destroyed a Legion tower.
Shellshift puts you up as his ultimate, so not going to Port to it. Grapple not going to count, and they're just going to turn this around onto Silhouette. Last little attack not going to be there. We're actually coming in with these staccatos. Are they going to have enough rocks? Nope. No rocks to show them. And here comes Slaskid from the background, looking to set something up. Has an eruption available, but there's one Lava Surge, gonna kill just Silk. Could only get that. Probably actually could have gotten more, but not that bad. They will kill the opposing team's carry. And they're gonna turn this on to Rhapsody as well. She's gonna be in a lot of trouble. One more attack and to finish her off. Certes getting that kill. So, not a bad engagement, as they will finish off with a couple of kills and a tower kill. And they're gonna turn this into another tower kill, it looks like, as Ophelia, Torture, and Magnus are here along with Soul Reaper. So, 1 mana ring, 2 mana ring so far. Called that.
You were right.
Forest and Ophelia both getting it. I've actually had a couple of games where the teams did something like this, and they just got like 3 mana rings with a bunch of mana dependent heroes like Thunderbringer, and just kept spamming. And because of the AoE thing, it was fucking insane.
I can imagine.
Because, like, imagine, like, a level 8 Thunderbringer that just never runs out of mana.
I already hate Thunderbringer. It's so much damage.
It's just like, what the fuck do you do against this? Because he just keeps spamming lightning from distance, and you don't have portal keys, you don't have jump potential, you're just like, fuck! Stop it!
I hate versing that hero so much. It's not even a good hero, that's the thing.
Goddamn monkey. Yeah, and top lane, they're gonna jump on Silhouette once again, should be another kill, so FJ not really doing as well in game 2 as he did in game 1. It's a 9-to-1 hero kill advantage.
I don't understand how PI's doing so well. I mean, they don't have the
crush their lanes. They got some rocks to show them, as does Miraxis. They're gonna lock down the Kelpie. Counter root coming up from Keep of the Forest. We'll see if they get anything bottom lane actually. Slaska managed to pick off a double tap onto Frank Tempest, and oh, he ported bot after that kill on Silhouette. Okay. That's what happened. And he used his eruption because he's got a portal key in less than 10 minutes. 600 GPM on
a Magnus, no less.
Show us the damn rocks, Miraxis. He just stuns the leaders. Not great. And there goes the chain reactions from Torture in the background. Ultimate from Soul Reaver helps finish off Miraxis. Rhapsody Dance really not doing too much. They will kill Snowy though, as the Death finishes her off. So FJ getting a kill and getting out of there. This is going to turn into a mid push as well though. And they'll be able to take down their third tower of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if this continues to run, because there's really no way to stop them at this point. This is the problem with the push. Like, I don't think Izu can win this game. They can't stop this at all. I mean, they're down 11,000 and 11,500 gold in experience in this game at 10.5 minutes in. And you cannot get behind really against push lineups, because they'll just fucking, like, what do they do?
I'm just so confused as to how they didn't win, the first 2 minutes. I mean, look at their heroes. They should have won against Keeper and Assault, but they're not too strong for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then we're gonna jump on to the Rhapsody. Mana Deck's gonna fall, and Slaskit's just like, whatever. In Human Nature, actually give him a bunch of mana as well as a mana pot. But I think it's Snowy, and Mirax is gonna show people some rocks, but that's not gonna be enough. And apparently, someone is also gonna get rocked, but not rocked hard enough as he dies. Matriarch's really not helping a lot. Tempest looking for something, but he's gonna fall as well. His ultimate was down for some reason. I don't remember seeing him use it, but apparently he did. And this is going to be a continued base push, so they're going to be able to take a tier 3 tower here. There's 2 heroes down on Legion side. There's no way they're getting out of that. So tier 3 going to go down. We can see Rax. There's just no reason to stop. Jump once again from Slasky, this time on FJ. The Kelpie going to lock him down. Doors busting is there. I think he's still dead. Yep, he is. So his on-sun streak ends. And he's actually buying back, porting. He's going to port in. Yep, he's porting to the tier 1 tower. And the Hellborn side, perhaps going to box out a little bit. Rax going to show some rocks to some Ophelia mains, keep the root in the background. And Rhapsody ultimate actually not doing all that much, not really on any people who are getting addressed on. Bubble's going to be in some trouble, but a Tempest ultimate locking everybody down. Now he can't stop it, has no chain reactions, but there's no follow-up damage, and they don't kill anything. Instead, they turn that with 3, now 4 hero kills on the Legion side. That's going to be a genocide. They're going to finish off mid-Rax.
Massacre!
And buyback from Magnus huge. Yeah, they're calling GG's because, yeah, I mean, they're down 20k gold and they're just going to keep going.
Look at how far over that gold bar is.
It's 20-3 in hero kills. 2 of those are Snowy because he's goddamn terrible in this game. You heard me, Snowy. I said it. Come at me, bro. 1 versus 1 right now. Let's do it. Please don't destroy me, I'm sure.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Continuing to take tier 4s. I mean, they're taking tier 4s in 32 minutes. Sorry, say that again.
Honestly, I don't know once you play a pretty mean Rift Wars game.
By mean, you mean kind of bad, then that's true.
That's what I meant, yes.
So now he's dropping wards next to the shrine, because why not, at this point? Rhapsody is going to Leroy Jenkins into there. Somebody is going to get rocked, but probably not hard enough. Rhapsody is going to die right off the bat. And Miraxis has some rocks to show people, but I don't think they're very impressed by his rocks. In the background is how he's going toe-to-toe with like 3 heroes as they call Miraxis. Eruption going to go on to Tempest and to Soul Reaper. Going to be able to finish him off while after he get back into the woods, but they're going to end this game.
Doombringer, Doombringer. Soul Reaper, you know you want Doombringer. Come on.
Yep, Doombringer there. I think Keeper's going Hawk or Doombringer himself. Yep, Soul Reaper, Doombringer. Fuck Astrolabe, he can get a Doombringer. You see how hard he's hitting bubbles? Look at him! He's gonna kill him! 3-man stun from Magnus! Codex is also a Magnus Torture and Ophelia all at once. Okay. Well, that's a genocide and a defeat. How long is that game? It was not long. 14 minutes. Did I never put the in-game image on? I don't think I did. I never did. Oh well, that's fine. Well, that was a game.
Are you sure?
Well, it's technically, it was a game. It got played. It's over now. So with those final thoughts on that game.
I am now fully convinced you spiked my drink and I am tripping balls right now. Apart from that, listen, how much fun were you guys having in Skype when all that was happening? Like, you guys must have been laughing your asses off.
I think they were just like quietly going, "Yes, we are winning." In their European way. And Europeans don't get excited.
If that was Shorthand was getting excited. I know it was.
Okay, but Shorthand's American, so that's different.
You're right. So
keep
at least
up with the program here.
I'm trying, man. I'm seeing so many things right now. I can't really focus on what's real and what's not real. So
just look. What's that famous Sports Night quote? If any talking animals offer to sell you drugs or beer, by God, listen or do what they tell you, or something like that.
What if they're trying to sell me rocks? What then?
Well, first, make sure they show you the rocks. Even if they make you wait.
Okay.
They've got some rocks to show you.
Okay.
And then
what are your final thoughts on that game?
You could get rocked. My final thoughts on that game. Prime Icarus won.
Wow, huge insight.
Well, am I wrong? No.
Nope.
No. That's why we're professionals, boys. Because we can bring insight like that. Well,
yeah.
That's about it. I'm pretty fucking... I don't know what to do now. Like...
So, did you go for a run? Why are you so tired?
No, Ultimate Frisbee.
Nice, that's what I'm talking about.
It's fun. Got about, with 5-on-5, so about 10 people out there, including myself.
Damn, hell yeah.
Good times. It was kind of rainy though, so disc was a little bit wet. It was a bit of a problem.
And no problem.
Either way, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep with this.
You can go to sleep. Okay, I'll come join you. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I know exactly what you're saying.
No homo though.
Okay, Prime Icarus won. It's over. I'm gonna stop recording now because there's really no point in subjecting you to any more of this. So.
I love you all. If Quincy offers a drink, take it. Take the drink, people.
Take the drink. It's a good drink. It'll make you happy. PI moves on to the winners bracket semis, and Izu is still alive. They get knocked down in losers bracket round 2. So both of these teams still currently alive in Gold Cycle 5. And, well, at least as far as we're concerned, they're both alive. That doesn't mean they are still. In fact, they're not, because Gold Cycle 5 is over. But that's it. PI wins.
Wait, so did PI make it to Diamond this cycle?
I'm not going to tell you yet because the recording's still going. So now the recording's over.